It's not about what it is, it's about what it does.
Today on Mark Cuban Presents, we're talking with Tom Burden from Grypmat about how new opportunities inspire him to innovate and his keys to building a network.
So my name's Tom Burden. I'm the founder of the Grypmat. So it's a flexible, non-slip tool tray that basically gives you a safe place to set your tools. I'm an F-16 mechanic in the Air Force, and I was tired of my tools sliding off the aircraft. In my mom's car, there was a non-slip mat on her dashboard. I ended up just playing around with it, hunted down where she bought it, and I started prototyping in my basement. And after 3 years of prototyping and testing different things, finally came up with the Grypmat.
Before Shark Tank, Tom needed a way to get the Grypmat in front of the kinds of people who would use it. He found the best way to do this was by entering just about any trade show or business competition he could find. It allowed him to get his product in front of a lot of interested customers, and winning some money along the way didn't hurt either.
Yeah, I would highly recommend any business competition. It's good for networking, gets your name out there, gets eyes towards you. Trade shows have been super beneficial for us. There are so many people that can help your company and so many people that you can connect with. These trade shows are just massive network conventions, basically.
Going to a trade show is great, but it's not enough to just show up. You're not going to get anywhere just sitting quietly behind a table. The idea of hustle has become a sort of pillar in an entrepreneurial world that is more crowded and competitive than ever. Putting that attitude into action can pay real dividends at something like a trade show.
Something that I would always tell myself, especially at these trade shows, is that no opportunity will be lost due to my effort. With the amount of money that I put into this trade show, no one will get a return like I get a return. I will be talking to every single vendor. I'll be talking to as many people as possible. I'll be in the bathrooms stocking flyers on top of the urinals so people can see where my booth number is or see a picture of the Grypmat.
And a trade show is good for more than just sales. With so many like-minded business owners and startups all under one roof, it's a natural place to grow and develop your network. Granted, that's easier said than done, but it's a skill that can create value in ways that you potentially didn't even realize exist.
Growing a network is obviously super important. What I've been learning a lot is how to grow a network. That's probably the skill that for me has strengthened the most. Always networking, always being a friend really is super important. And just always treat people with respect. That's the best way to really build your network.
So being friendly, respectful, and driven. I wouldn't blame you if you don't find those ingredients to be revolutionary, but as is often the case, there is no one secret ingredient to successful networking. Although that said, Tom does keep an ace up his sleeve.
One thing that I do is I really like to dance, so typically there'll be an after party with dancing, and I'll dance, and then everyone will come to the Grypmat booth and be like, oh yeah, you were dancing last night, and it's just another way to connect with people.
Having found success with his initial 3 sizes of the Grypmat, Tom has begun to put some thought into what he'll do to expand and innovate his product to reach even more customers. Talking with people in industries outside of the mechanics he originally designed the Grypmat for has done a lot to help him envision new and unique avenues where the Grypmat could be a valuable tool.
A huge eye-opener from Shark Tank has been seeing all the different markets that it can be used in. Medical, helicopter, automotive, gunsmiths, some machinists, makeup and beauty care, a couple of hair salons have been using them. I'm super excited because just me as an inventor, that's where I've been wanting to play. Collaborating with as many different markets as possible is very beneficial for kind of the projection and vision of what we do with new products to come. I think the current path that typically people are being pushed into is right from high school, go directly to college. I took a little bit alternative path of going to the Air Force, specifically the Air National Guard. I had the opportunity to kind of pause and think of what I wanted to do. I guess if I were to give advice to a younger person, I would say just try as many different areas as possible. Don't be really closed-minded of trying something new, whether it's videography or welding or anything like that, carpentry. And you might be able to connect the dots between videography and carpentry that no one really saw before. Try to be as unique as possible with your skill set, and hopefully you can connect the dots.
Look, there's no shortcuts. That's the number one rule. There are no shortcuts. You gotta grind. I don't care if you're me, you, startup, you gotta grind.
That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching.